Hello students, myself Monil Pawagdi from Greenwood International School. Today we are going to learn chapter 15, that is probability. What is probability? Probability means the chance of happening an event. Let us say it may rain today. That means it may or may not rain. Here there is chance of rainfall and even there is a chance it may not rain today. Probability of an event can be written as P of E, and formula to find the probability is favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Now let us discuss some important points to remember. The probability of a sure event is always 1. Now, question arises, what are sure events? A sure event is the event which will always happen. For example, when we roll a die, we will obtain number from 1 to 6, so that it is a sure event. Now, the probability of impossible event is always 0. By the word impossible, you can get that the event which will never occur is known as impossible event. Probability of E always lies between 0 and 1. That means probability of any event cannot be less than 0 or cannot be more than 1. The probability of any event lies between 0 and 1. Let us understand that by an example. A coin is tossed 1000 times with the following frequencies: head 455, tail 545. Compute the probability for each event. As you can see here, coin is tossed 1000 times, so total number of outcomes will be 1000. Now, let us find the probability of getting heads. Here, according to the formula of probability, probability of any event is equals to favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Here we has favorable outcomes as 455 and total number of outcomes as 1000. On solving, we get probability of event equals to 455 upon 1000, that is 91 upon 200. Now let us find the probability of getting and tail. Here probability equals to favorable outcome upon total number of outcomes, where favorable outcomes equals to 545 and total number of outcomes equals to 1000. On solving this, we get probability of E equals to 545 upon 1000, that is 109 upon 200. Moving towards next example. Two coins are tossed simultaneously 500 times and we get two heads 105 times, one head 275 times and no head 120 times. Find the probability of occurrence of each of these events. Here you can see that two coins are tossed simultaneously and results are recorded. Let event E1 equals to 2 heads, event E2 equals to 1 head, event E3 equals to no head. Now we have the data that two heads are obtained for 105 times, and as we can see in the question, the coins are tossed 500 times. So total number of outcome we have 500. Now, probability of E equals to favorable outcome upon total number of outcome. For the first event, you can see two heads, and we have two heads for 105 times. So, favorable outcome here is 105, and the probability would be 105 upon 500. On solving this, we get 21 upon 100. Whereas for the second event, that is one head has appeared for 275 times. So the probability would be 275 upon 500. That would be 11 by 20. Now for the third event, that is no head. No heads were appeared for 120 times. That means the probability would be 120 upon 500. On solving this, we get 6 upon 25. Here in this question, a die is thrown 1000 times with the frequencies for the outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 as given in the following table. Find the probability of each outcome. Here, the frequencies are given in the table which states that We'll get 1 on die for 179 times, 2 150 times, 3 157 times, 4 149 times, 5 175 times, and 6 for 190 times. And we know that the die is thrown 1000 times, so that number of outcome equals to 1000. Now probability of getting 1, that is P of E1, would be 179 upon 1000, as the formula states that probability is equal to favorable outcome upon total number of outcome, and we have favorable outcome as 179 and total number of outcomes are 1000. Now probability of E2 getting 2, that is 150 upon 1000, that gives 3 upon 20. Now probability of E3, that is getting 3 on top face, that is 157 upon 1000. Probability of getting 4 is 149 upon 1000. Probability of 5 is 175 upon 1000. And probability of 6 would be 190 upon 1000. In this question, the record of a weather station shows that out of the past 250 consecutive days, its weather forecasts were correct 175 times. First, what is the probability that on a given day it was correct? Second, what is the probability that it was not correct on a given day? Here, the record is available for 250 days. Therefore, total number of outcomes equals to 250. Here the forecast was correct for 175 days. So we can say that the forecast was incorrect for 75 days. Now probability of getting forecast correct equals to number of days when forecast was correct upon total number of days for which the record is available. Here the forecast was correct for 175 days and the total number of days are 250. Therefore we get 175 upon 250. On solving further, we get 7 upon 10. Now probability of getting forecast incorrect. That therefore probability of E would be number of days when the forecast was incorrect upon total number of days for which the record is available. Here the number of days when the forecast was incorrect is 75 days and total number of days equals to 250 days. So we get the probability as 75 upon 250. So we get the answer as 3 by 10.